My name is Anna Braum, and I'm an ecologist with the Wetlands Initiative. At the Wetlands Initiative, we have records of the plant species that have been growing at our site from day one. The Dixon Waterfowl Refuge was all corn and soybean cropland when we acquired the land in 2001. And since then, we've returned the natural hydrology to the site. So that means that we've turned off the drainage pump and we've been digging up miles and miles of old drain tile. The type of restoration we did was pretty novel and something that hasn't been done on a wide scale before. And amazingly, many of the native species in the seed bank, especially some of the submerged aquatic plants such as sago pondweed and slender water nymph, actually returned to the site once we recreated the optimal conditions for their growth. So it was really neat to see that happening. We've also planted hundreds of native plant species and devoted months of time to removing invasive plant species from the site. So that's anything from common reed to multiflora rose, and of course that's an ongoing process. We also use plant species to monitor the progress of our restoration. So we revisit a whopping 218 permanent vegetation plots from year to year, just to see how things are doing over time. And in each of the plots, we collect data about what species are present. So we look at both native and non-native species to Illinois. And then we also assess their cover. So essentially, what percentage of the plot do they occupy? And that allows us to calculate metrics such as the floristic quality index, which we can use to assess the progress of the restoration. So these metrics might seem kind of boring on their own, but they do become really vital and informative in context. 17 years of records of what plants have been growing at the refuge might just look like a bunch of spreadsheets to some people, and it does to me as well, but if we can turn a cornfield into an internationally recognized wetland that shelters hundreds of species of migratory birds every year, and also provides habitat for some of Illinois' rare and endangered plants and animals, all in just 17 years, this data is really the key to allowing us to analyze the impact of our restoration, what's working and what isn't. And that's why we're always writing things down.